Good evening. This one is Shades. This is a bit of a request, I guess. Arch Deacon. I don't know his name, but his name's Arch Deacon on YouTube. Probably my biggest fan. So I've put these on today especially to do this one, because it's actually System 80 day. But I'll do the video for this one, and then I will do some System 80 stuff. There is a couple of videos of this already, but you know me, I don't need much of an excuse, do I, to make another video. To sort of, I guess, show off another machine, if you like. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. If you've got a nice machine and people want to see it, why not? As you might know, I put a bulb behind that because it wasn't lit. So what I've done is I've put it in enough so it just illuminates the no lose gamble, but doesn't light it up in your face because there's a hole behind, but there's no lamp in it. I'm just feeding some tokens in. 10p a go machine this is, £3 jackpot, MPU free of course, Nudges Unlimited, but they've moved the buttons back on the front. The buttons, the holes for the buttons are still in the side, but the buttons, they've made that panel on and put the buttons back on the front, which is fine. While I'm putting them in there, I still don't fully understand this game either. That would be that one. But they've bit of a missed opportunity really on this, because I've made quite a unique game of Nudges Unlimited, but kept the Barcrest sounds. Sort of don't really make sense. Cube feature held. I could have used different sounds, but it's quite loud at the moment. So just kept the standard Barcrest sounds. Auto hold. Oh no. As you can see, the sounds are quite strong on it. It's got a really good sound chip. I still don't fully understand. I know that the cubes on there transfer onto here and they follow each other, and that up there is the Shades colour match. If you get a win and that colour matches the cube, it goes up to the next win. I have had that a couple of times and it's quite cool, but I've not caught it on film though, so no one else has seen it yet. 10p for that. I believe this conversion was done by Subelectro, so I'm told, but I don't know for a fact. Oh. There you go. Yeah, watch this. The whole thing flashes, even the coin, and carries on after the tokens are paid out. There you go. Still flashing. Does that every time. Awesome. Basically every single light flashes, even the coin mech, and that's the jackpot. And also on the cube feature, if you get them, if they stay lit as they go past, if you get the three of them, you get the £3. I've never had it that way yet. So this is on the big 10p's. I put it back on the big 10p's. I mean, it's the standard Barcrest sound, but obviously the cube feature as it goes round has got its own sound. And the two features, I don't know if you can see them, backtrack and win, so they've got their own sound, which is quite nice. But the rest of it's pretty standard Barcrest. Like I say, they could have used their own sounds, but they didn't. So. Alright. Just feeding a few more 10p's in. Credit displays this side. Yeah, and of course, one thing I never get rid of is the good old-fashioned 10p in the middle. There's something else I noticed about these reels. A win is never more than 2 nudges away. Never ever. You can see that selecting. But for whatever reason, whoever designed the game, they've obviously designed it so that there's always a nudge within. There's always a win within 2 nudges, whatever the reel's for. You never not see a nudge and not see a win. Cube feature holds. There you go. Win search that was. Just all 3 step down to the next win, whatever it is. And you can't not get a win because there's always a 10p in the middle if there's nothing else, which it throws that in sometimes. Oh, there you go. 4 nudges or 40p. They've altered to a magic nudge. A bit of ours, I guess. That was 50p. And then that'll go back to base cube. So yeah, that's clever of them. I mean, there's a green, there's a red, and there's an orange, and there's not much between them, colour-wise. So it obviously went green, red, orange, and that's where it is. But it's not held, so it goes back to base cube. So that went blue, light green, and then dark green. So blue, light green, dark green. So I guess if I held them, I guess if I held the light green, that would go there. So I'll hold the light green. I guess there is a strategy to this machine. Alright, well, he just jumped there because that's obviously the... And it'll only, apart from the bottom row, which I'll pick up there, then any other cubes have got to be connecting. So see, there was no pink, there was a red one, which is the middle, there was no pink one, so it jumped to the checkered cube. So and that moves all the time, the colour match. Alright, we've got 4 nudges again on the pink. Magic nudge. 30p, 20p, 6 nudges, which is quite cool. No idea what it is, so I'll also nudge it again. Alright, okay. So I wouldn't have known that. Put a few more in. So the old cube feature looks nice. A couple of people have told me there was an arcade game that was a cube feature game, so they reckon that the inspiration might have come off that. Yeah, the real windows behind are, the reels are actually really good condition, but the real windows have got like a film on the glass. There's a film stuck on the glass that's quite browny and darky. I've tried to clean it up, but it's not the best, and I don't want to ruin it by taking it off. Sometimes you just have to put up with things. Oh, there you go, matched. See, spins up to the next one. Oh, that was a good capture. I've never caught that before, so if you're still watching after 10 minutes, you've seen the shades colour match. That's how it works. Span up to the next feature, the next wing. Been quite generous, so there you go. Oop. I didn't spin it then. So it's unlike anything I've Nudges Unlimited. It's a nice machine though. Oh, I like it anyway. Right, I've proved my two nudges, there'll be a win. There's always a win. There we go. There's always a 10. It's the same with that in there. That's tape down there, you can't get rid of it. You try and clean that off, you'll just take the white ink off. So it's just some things you just have to put up with, I'm afraid. I'll just put a few more 10p's in, but I'm not going to play this much longer now. I don't want to bore the pants off people too much. And pink, but the green is not connected to the pink, so it didn't move up. So you can see sometimes it's selecting the reels. I guess for the cubes, say like that. Ah, wing search, step, 20p. It don't give you the chance to get gamble, which is a bit of a shame, but. Oh, so I think, alright, same anyway. 30p. Been quite generous. It's not a bad game. It's not a bad game at all. Cube features hell. Anyway, that'll do on that. So, Arch Deacon, a nice long video there of shades by Subelectro. That looks quite nice on the camera. That's quite a nice effect. So we'll end with that. There's the track mode. And so that's the win search. And the backtrack is basically a rewind to last win. So we actually seen the add a win feature, which is quite nice because I've never caught that on video before. Anyway, I'm going to put some System 80s on, so you might see some more. And have a good night.